Welcome back to Old Plastic. Today we're doing something slightly different. I'm starting to showcase some rare figures that I have in my collection. And I thought I'd start off with three extremely rare figures in my collection. The three small figures in the front are Yuppies from Colombia. I plan on sending these three off to CAS to be graded and cased. I was thinking about how I wanted them cased, and I watched a CAS video where a guy had sent them in and had them graded with mini card backs in the background, and I thought that would be really cool to have like a mini mint on card Yuppie. I think that would be pretty cool. I haven't quite decided yet, but these three figures I will be sending off to CAS to be graded, and I thought I'd do a before and after video of the figures. Now, for those of you who don't know, Yupi is a snack food company from Colombia, and they were able to obtain a Lucasfilm license, I think around 83 or 4, and they started to produce a line of 36 figures from all of the movies, including droids. So you have Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, and 2 figures from the droids line as well. Now like I said, they produced 36 figures, and you could get them in 7 different colors, and there are shade variants depending on the plastic and degradation of the figures. From the Star Wars archive database, the Star Wars Collectors Archive.com, they have some really good information on these figures. They stated that this is the rarest production line of Star Wars figures ever produced. No advertisement or discarded packaging has ever been found for these Yuppie toys. They're that rare. Most figures are only known currently to exist in the low single digits in all colors. I have noticed on eBay lately, there's like a handful of people from Colombia that are large collectors, and they have been releasing to the public for sale batches of Yuppie figures. So I think the Star Wars Collectors Archive did this a few years ago, and I think there's probably a few more than what they're saying. That doesn't take away from how rare these figures are. I mean, these were like toy prizes inside potato chip bags. They advertised, they were using them to sell snacks, potato chips, and they tried to get the kids to buy more bags to try and get all 36 figures. And if you were able to get all 36, you could send away for a game board. It was just a fold out poster, basically, and it had a game that you could use the figures on. Now, there are 2 other countries that made similar hard plastic figures that are about the same scale. One was from Spain, and that was the Panrico figures. They're about the same size, but they're completely different sculpts. But there were a lot more of those produced than the Yuppies. Also from Japan, I hope I can say this correctly. I think it's Kashi Gomu from Japan. They're small figures, and there was quite a few of those made as well. Now, from what I've read on these Yuppies, the rarest color is apparently red, followed by black and green. And the most common colors are blue and pink. Now, to think that any of these figures still exist today is amazing to me, because they were like a toy that a kid would get from McDonald's 40 years ago. There's just really was no reason to save them or to hang on to them. It's kind of mind-boggling to me that any of them have survived. Now, if you do a search on eBay for them, you'll see that it's just one or two guys selling them, and you're lucky if you can get them, you know, between $200 and $500, depending on the figure and the color, of course. I think it's pretty cool to actually get a Darth Vader that's pink, right? I mean, who wouldn't want a pink Darth Vader? So we'll take a closer look at Vader. It's actually a pretty nice sculpt for as small as it is. And you can see copyright Lucasfilms Limited. And I've also heard that people have been, now that these are, more people are aware of these figures and the prices are crazy on them, that of course bootlegs will come along. One thing to note on these Yuppies is they were actually produced with peg holes in the feet. We can only assume that Yupi was maybe going to make a display stand. So yeah, they actually have peg holes, just like the full-size figures from Kenner. Very happy to have a pink Vader. And next we have a Rebel Commander. And it's kind of cool to have a Hoth figure in black. I think that's really neat. It's actually quite detailed. Let's see if I can see his peg holes. And probably my favorite that I've collected so far is Bosk. I mean, look at this face. Who would not want a blue Bosk figure? Come on. Isn't that beautiful? You can see on his back, copyright LFL. Peg holes. Just very cool figures. I feel very lucky that I'm able to have a couple of these in my collection. I by no means plan on getting the whole run of 36 figures. These things are crazy expensive and probably will get even more expensive in the future. I was actually able to get the Rebel Commander there. I didn't even know what he was. I bought a lot on eBay from a collector in Mexico of Lily Letty figures that I had wanted. And when I opened it, he was actually in the box, and I didn't even realize that I was getting him as well. And I didn't know what it was at first. You know, I had never heard of Yuppies before. And I saw that he had LFL, copyright LFL on his back, on his backpack there. And I started doing some research and I discovered what he was, that he was a Yuppie. And then I was like, oh, what other figures did they make? And I was like, oh, I got to get a Vader and I got to get a Bosk. And, you know, it just so happened that I was able to find this Vader I just recently got. The Bosk, oh, maybe a year and a half ago I got him. Now I look every once in a while on eBay to see what's being, you know, if there's any new figures. There's not a lot that I'm really interested in getting on the Yuppies past what you see in front of it. Now, I think I'd love to get a Jawa. I think a Jawa would be amazing to get, and maybe an R2 or something like that, but I don't plan on getting the line, and like I said, they're getting really expensive. So for now, I'm happy with the 3 I have, and I thought I'd do a quick video before I send them off to CAS. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's a little bit different. I know you're probably expecting more Luke Skywalkers, but don't worry. I have a lot more Luke Skywalkers, so we'll be doing a lot more videos on him. I just counted downstairs. I currently have 77 vintage Luke Skywalkers now. So yes, we will be doing some more videos on him as well. All right, guys, take care. Have a nice day. We'll talk to you soon.